everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rick Boyle alongside, as always, my broadcast partners, Tim Maury and Peter Gentile. And Tim, it's great to be back here. The girls get together for the conference at the start of the season against Monument Mountain. And I've seen a couple of Drury ball games. And this is a very, I consider a young team anyway, Tim. Like a lot of teams that we cover. And U.S. coach Brissett, coach, their first 11 games are going to go 8-3. I'm sure he takes it.
Absolutely, Rick. You know, as we pointed out early in the season, Coach Brissett had to play without senior Miles Beauchamp and Connor Hinkle. You know, big losses for this Blue Devil squad. Two people that he anticipated starting and contributing, giving him a lot of minutes. Hinkle back, Beauchamp not back, still struggling along with some illness and that injury. So it's a question about when he's going to return. But despite that, Rick, the Blue Devils come into this game with a record of 8 wins and 3 losses. And in the lofty state rankings that are out now, they are ranked number 4 overall. And they're in a good position to go statewide. But they're going to have their hands full with this Greenfield squad who beat them earlier in the season over in Greenfield. But it could be a different story tonight.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, you got some home floor and some home cooking here. And if you'll take a look at Drury's 3 losses, Tim, it was the opening game that you did here against Powerhouse Monument Mountain, a D4, definitely top 3 team. And they lost to Pioneer Valley. No shame there. Pioneer Valley ranked number 1 in the state in D5. And their other loss, of course, was 66-63 down at Greenfield. But wanted to just let everybody know, Jorge Bond's still leading the way, the sophomore leading in scoring with 20.5 points a game, and also Sam Mormon, the senior, at 15-7. For Greenfield, their leading scorer is John Breyer, averaging just under 20 points a game, and the young man that scored 32 points against the Blue Devils down there in Greenfield, Grayson Thomas, only a 9th grader. So they've got some talents. They got 4 kids averaging double figures for the Green Wave.
Well, that's absolutely right, Rick. For Drury, they've got to control Breyer and keep him down. He's a tough matchup down low. So it'll be interesting to see how Drury defends him this evening. But they got to keep him under control if they want to have a chance to win this game tonight.
We ask that you please respect all players, coaches, officials, and game administrators. Let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate. Noisemakers, horns, bells, or whistles are also prohibited and will result in your removal from the gym this evening. On behalf of all of us in Drury High School, we hope you enjoyed tonight's contest and thank you for your cooperation. And now let's meet your starting lineups this evening. First for the visitors from Greenfield. Starting at guard as senior, number 1, Eric Martineau. At guard, a senior, number 2, Krish Patel. At center, a senior, number 11, Jonathan Brior. At guard, a senior, number 4, Caleb Murray. And at guard, a senior, number 12, Caleb Thomas. The head coach at Greenfield is Angelo Thomas. And now let's meet the starters for your Drury Blue Devils. At guard, a sophomore, number 10, Jorge Bond. At guard, a freshman, number 23, Sam Bullitt.
Well, you got 10th grader and 9th grader, first 2 off the bench.
That's right.
Junior, number 32, Connor Hinkle.
Connor Hinkle adds so much to this team, just his presence, his defense,
Guard, a senior,
his rebound, his toughness.
And at center, a senior, number 21, Sam Mormon. The Blue Devils are led by head coach Jack Brissett. Your officials this evening are Bill Berry, Mike Rivers, and Kurt Chalana.
We're going to pause for our national anthem, ladies and gentlemen.
At this time, fans, we ask that you please rise, direct your attention towards the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Tim, the starters for Greenfield, Brior, Martineau, Caleb Murray, Patel, and Caleb Thomas. And I mentioned Grayson Thomas, the ninth grader. I did not see him in the box score the last game, and I'm not sure if he's on the bench or not, but we'll let you know as the night goes on. And, of course, for the Blue Devils, their regular starting lineup of Mormon, Hinkle, Bond, Varelis, and Sam Bullitt. Pretty impressive young team. And, Greenfield, a very seasoned, senior-oriented team.
Yeah, this is a solid Greenfield squad. Again, I think the key here, Rick, keeping Brewer down. He is a physical, tough matchup down low. And for Drury also finding points, and that usually starts with Jorge Bond.
Controlled by the Green Wave. Caleb Thomas averaging 11.7.
Interesting here, Rick, defensively for Drury.
Good shot and rebound by Bond. Here comes Jorge on the move. Mormon has nothing there. Hinkle does recover it, saves a turnover.
Both teams in a man-to-man defense early on here, Rick.
Sammy Mormon, short pop is good from the lane.
That was a well-run play by the Blue Devils, a good offensive set for them. And notice here defensively, Hinkle on Brewer.
And
interesting matchup there, Rick. They're going to play Hinkle on Brewer rather than Mormon. And right off early defensive strategy by the Blue Devils.
We'll see how it works out. Connor Hinkle's probably 5'9". He plays a lot bigger than that. Sammy Mormon at about 6'3". Caleb Murray, senior, trains the first one.
Well, if you look at this Greenfield lineup, the five starters, the four starters averaging double figures, and then Krish Patel, the other starter, the senior guard, he is not a real scoring threat. So it may be that Mormon will play him and let him go so that he can help out down low on Brewer. We'll see.
Varelis holding the basketball. Drury set up very, very high. Nice bounce pass to Bullitt and score it off the glass. Nice assist by Connor Hinkle.
Two really nice early offensive sets by Drury to get this one started.
As Drury defense goes, so does the team go. There's a block. Picked away by Hinkle, blocked by Mormon. Varelis, Mormon loses it, gets it back. And we got a backcourt violation here as the errant pass.
And it looks like Caleb Thomas shaken up on the play. Got hit in the face, and he's going to have to come out.
Gavin Arsenault, a sophomore, number 3 into the ballgame for him. Just underway here at Drury, the rematch between the Green Wave and the Blue Devils. And they've been in the league for 4 years now, Tim. They know each other pretty well. Here's
good.
the three. And draining it is Murray. 5-4 Greenfield.
Both these teams can shoot from the perimeter pretty good.
Nice back in by Hinkle. He goes up. Oh, he just can't get it to go. He wanted the N1. He's going to go to line for 2. Good to see him in the mix. The last couple of years, he was more of a role player, Tim. Still playing that role, but is not afraid to shoot the basketball.
Very, very important player in this Drury scheme, Rick. He does all the dirty work. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I'm telling you, this kid plays defense. Again, you can see tonight, he's starting out on John Brewer, the top scorer for Greenfield.
Drains them both. 6-5 Drury. Still very, very early here in the first quarter. Pass saved by Murray. Nice baseline drive. Blocked from behind by Bond. Varellis picks it up. Bond has nothing there. Gets it over to Bullitt. Mormon from the free throw line. A little strong rebound by Murray.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Reset wants Sammy shooting from that location, that's for sure.
Errant pass picked off by Bond. Intended for Brewer.
A nice pass.
Nice pass
there by
underneath the
Varellis.
Mormon. He scores.
Oh, Varellis with a nice look down low.
8-5 Blue Devils. Murray down the lane. Goes up, looks for Brewer underneath. He steps on the end line. Oh, he's got to get a foul. I think it's going to be on number 10, Jorge Bond, and it is. Kirchalana right there to see it.
You can see Mormon Rick is Sammy's kind of a free agent on the defensive end. With Hinkle playing Brewer straight up, Mormon roaming around in there in the middle causing problems with his size.
Blocked by Mormon. Oh, and it's going to be off of Greenfield. It's off of Martino, and it's going to go to the Blue Devils. 4:39 left there in the first quarter at the Buggy Bullet Gym. Hampshire South action. Greenfield and Drury. Varela's spin move. Goes up, it won't go. Mormon picks off the rebound. Little spin, no call there. Partially blocked. Here's Murray. Nice little look, it won't go. Rebound Hinkle. Mormon picks it off, gets it to Bullitt. Here comes Sammy up the floor on the right side. All the way. Whistle, and it won't go. Foul on the floor, I believe. Gavin Arsenault, the sophomore, picking up his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Good aggressive move by
Malik
the
Moore.
freshman Bullitt for Drury. Saw an opening and took it hard to the basket and got the foul. Good move for a freshman.
And Mormon loses it out of bounds. There's always been that set play, that inbounds play that Coach Reset has designed up, and it works pretty well. That time, not so well.
And Greenfield's going to call a timeout.
We have timeout with 3:56 left here. Coach wants to take a look at what he doesn't like out there with the offensive setup he's got, so we're going to keep it right here. And
yeah, so far, Drury has been able to defense Brower for Greenfield, and that's big. He hasn't really had his hands on the ball, and right now he's scoreless midway through this first quarter of action. So Coach Reset has to be happy about that, right?
I think so. And you know, Tim, there's so much strategy. You know, when you play in a league and you play a home and home year after year, you know some of these kids. You know what they run, and you know the coaches and their style. But the second game of the home and home has got to be a lot different, because you've already played 32 minutes of basketball, and you know exactly who's what they did, and what you need to do to improve, what you want to continue that worked well. I always found that very interesting. So many leagues, Tim, that have teams that are so balanced, you know, go 1-1 in a league, and that's what Drury's trying to do tonight. They're trying to split here with Greenfield. Murray with the basketball. They love the ball in Murray's hands. He is the quarterback. Varellis on him. Seven on the shot clock.
And
picked off.
Good defensive set for the Blue Devils there.
Oh, beautiful pass
Oh.
from Varelis to Mormon.
Oh,
He led him perfectly,
Yeah.
Tim.
Outstanding look there by Varelis to catch Mormon right on the run. As you said, Rick, led him perfectly to the basket. Very unselfish play there. And another
Here's
good
steal.
turnover.
Here's Bond. Jorge all the way to the hoop, lays it up, and it won't go. They're trying to stop the ball here. Good carry.
Yeah.
He knew it. We all knew it. Kurt Chalana
Yeah.
saw it, called the blew the whistle.
Another turnover.
Starting five still in there for the Blue Devils at the 2:59 mark here. 10-5 Drury. Oh, nice give and go. And
Again.
scoring off the
Oh.
left hand is Jorge Bond.
His first bucket of the night. 12-5 Drury here.
Down the lane, up, won't go. Rebound by Sam Bullitt. Sam Bullitt been starting right from the get-go. The ninth grader.
Good
Nice
crossover dribble there by Bond.
Jorge with a three. Back iron, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Hinkle. He got it. Varelis for three. Won't go. Couple good looks there, Tim.
Yes, there were wide open looks. Usually to knock them down.
Murray for three. Bang.
And he knocks it down.
He's 2 for 2 from the three-point range.
That's his second one. You gotta stay on top of him. He averages almost 12 points a game.
He has their 8. Bonds for three. Drains this
Oh,
one.
there it is.
He answers back, and it's 15-8 Drury with 1:24 left here in the first.
And Jorge's got 5 points here in this first quarter.
Murray in the corner, still on Varelis on him. Shot is no good, picked off by Jorge Bond. Varelis from the corner. No good. Rebound. Hinkle off the glass and in.
Oh, nice effort
box
there.
out. Did
Oh.
a great job offensively on the boards.
Connor Hinkle. Great work.
Oh, nice look there off the glass. And scoring for the Green Wave is Malik Moore, the junior with his first bucket. And there's Mormon putting back the miss by Jorge Bond.
And he's got 6 points here early on.
30 seconds left here. Oh, nice look underneath.
Yeah.
That was a nice little give and go to the big guy, and Briere scores.
That's his first bucket of the game.
19-12.
Greenfield.
Drury's going to hold for the last shot with a 7-point lead here. He had the left lane open.
He did.
Everything was perfect.
4.3 seconds. Greenfield get one last shot here.
Romola Alvarez in the game and Colin Daly. Just to give a quick blow to a couple of kids that played the full first quarter.
That's right.
Long three off the back
It could
iron.
go, but
and
he
it
had a
won't
pretty
go.
good look at it.
So it's a pretty darn good first half, offensively and defensively for Drury. A couple bunnies they missed too.
Yeah.
As did Greenfield. But we've come to the end of one here at the Bucky Billet Gym. It's 19-12 Blue Devils.
And the defensive strategy by Coach Reset here, playing some dividends early on.
I mean, James,
Rick.
even though Murray has scored 9 points, James Varelis is blanketing him. He's all over him. So this young man is averaging 11.7. He's already at 9. So.
And Connor Hinkle doing a standout job on Brewer against Brewer for Greenfield. Held him to 2 points there in that first quarter. And if he can continue that effort, it's going to be difficult for Greenfield.
Well, if you love watching Northern Berkshire Community Television high school basketball, you will certainly love our program, High School Basketball Weekly, shown 3 times at 7:30 every Thursday, Saturday mornings, at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Sundays. Yours truly and Tim Morey going through the Berkshire County and Western Mass teams, and especially the 4 locals of Mount Greylock, McCann Tech, Hoosick Valley, and Drury, boys and girls. So please tune in to High School Basketball Weekly, channel 1302 on Northern Berkshire Community Television. Thursday nights, Saturday mornings, and Sunday evenings.
And our game of the week follows High School Basketball Weekly as well, so you can stay tuned and watch high school basketball action.
A little long on the shot is Bond. Nice give and go there. Stolen away. Picked off by Alvarez. Nice job.
Yeah, nice defensive play there by Alvarez.
Give and go. Little floater up and won't go.
Boy,
He's missed 3 of those tonight already.
He doesn't miss many of those.
Connor Hinkle with a rebound. They got a 3-on-2 here. 3-on-3 now. Shot won't go. No whistle.
Both teams up and down the court now.
Murray just loves to get going there. Shot no good. Blocked from behind, but getting with the body is evidently Sammy Bullitt. It's going to be his first this quarter.
We're going to go to the line for Greenfield, and he's going to shoot a pair.
Very well-built young man, Tim. Looks to be somewhere in the vicinity of 6'2" and very strong.
Yeah, he's
very well-built young high school basketball player.
Yeah, he's a handful, no question about it. You can see how he can average close to 20 points a game.
Daly in for Bullitt. He's 1 out of 2. Pass intended for Alvarez, goes out of bounds. Drury didn't turn the ball over too much in the first quarter.
No, they took care of the ball pretty well in that first quarter.
Nice drive to the hoop and
that's a
score.
nice move. Strong
It's a bucket
move
for
there
Caleb Thomas.
by Thomas.
His first bucket of the game.
Greenfield starting a little run here.
And we got a little push foul on the baseline. It's going to be on Chris Patel. First Greenfield team foul. Each team, that's his second personal foul as Connor Hinkle takes a seat. Daly, shot won't go. Did use the glass, but a little bit too high. Drury said some real good looks that have fallen, and a lot haven't fallen.
And we're going to have to see now how Drury adjusts with Hinkle on the bench defensively. As he was doing a nice job on Brower for Greenfield. Goes out at the 6-minute mark.
Also Caleb Murray getting a little breather. Nice look,
pass.
Alvarez.
Oh, and a block there. Good defensive play there by Greenfield.
Drury denied again. And we got a foul
block,
on the floor. Too many kids moving. Nobody was set.
Yeah, I think that's going to go against Daly. Tried to line him up, but got there a little bit late.
It's going to put Caleb Thomas to the line. No, it's not. It's on the floor. Okay. So it's inbounds. Shot from the corner. Drains it.
Good.
And Coach Reset wants to call timeout here.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that situation on the out of bounds play. The defense really was not set.
And so it's 19-18, like nothing. So 19 on a 6-0 run here.
Big game here for the Drury Blue Devils, as we talked about the start of the ball game in Division 5. Drury currently ranked number 4 in the state. Of course, number 1, undefeated, that Pioneer Valley team, outstanding team. Uzik Valley, they're 7th at 5-6, so it's starting to get down here. We're past the midway point of this season, Rick, and positioning time for these teams.
Yeah, you get to 9 or 10 games and you're there. You're at the halfway point. Of course, a few years ago now, the 20-game schedule, regular season, Tim, as you know, was changed to 18 by almost all schools in the state, so they could do a little pre-MIAA tournament, which we still call Western Mass here. And you play 2 games a week.
We certainly do.
The time just flies right by. 5:31 left, and Drury a little stagnant here offensively, leading 19-18. Greenfield on a little mini run here. Alvarez loses the basketball.
Yeah, going to go over to Greenfield here.
Yeah, Varelosov's going to go back in.
Drury's kind of gotten stuck here on 19 points. They've gone cold. Greenfield on a run here.
Shane Fauscher, number 15 in the ball game, or number 12, I'm sorry. Thomas is shut off. They like to drive and shoot. Here's the steal. Varellos in the corner. Pass Fauscher goes up. He can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Here's Varellos for 3. Drains it. Nothing
nice
but
one.
net. First points for James Varellos. Caleb Thomas back in the game, running the point. Breer.
Drury needed that basket by Varellos.
Outside shot. Boy, the big guy can
Yeah.
shoot outside.
Little step back there by Brower. That time Mormon on him. Mormon has switched to Brower. Hinkle on the bench with 2 fouls for Drury.
The shot by Bond is a little strong. They got numbers here. Oh, broken up nicely by Jorge Bond.
Oh, hit the official. That was a break for Greenfield.
And they get the roll.
Oh, boy, that ball was going out of bounds. That's a big break for the Green Wave. We're tied at 22, Rick.
Gone to his zone here, Tim. Shot is short. Drury in a little offensive funk here. You have to pick up the defensive intensity. Varela still on Thomas, trying to get a screen. Brewer gives it to Arsenal. Shot goes up no good, rebounded by Bond.
Gonna call a foul here.
It's a foul before the travel.
Yeah.
Bullet and Hinkle back to the game for Daly and Fauscher.
So Coach Rissette's gonna roll the dice here a little bit. Put Hinkle back in with 2 fouls with 3:11. I think it's a good gamble by Coach Risette here. He needs to have Hinkle in there.
Hinkle a little spin, too hard off the glass.
And they're gonna call a foul.
They're gonna
there.
call a foul, and that foul,
Yeah.
it was so blow, I thought, before the play, but
Yeah.
that was quick.
That's gonna put
Yeah.
Murray on the line for a pair here.
2 for Jorge Bond. He's got to be very careful with the 2:55 mark here, the second.
Yeah. So you got Hinkle with 2, Bond with 2. And Bond's going to take a seat. on the bench.
Murray 3 for 3. We'll get another one here. And Greenfield has the lead at 23-22. Front iron no good. Rebound Mormon.
So
Greenfield by a point.
Yeah, it's their first lead since they led 5-4.
Bullet shots blocked.
The turnover there.
Yeah, Drury looks very, very
out of sorts here.
Yeah, it's absolutely with that zone. Baseline drive. We got a foul on the floor.
On the floor. That's going to be the 4th foul for Drury
well, momentum certainly right now with the Greenfield, Tim.
Yeah, no question about it.
That's the second on Sam Bullitt also.
A little bit of foul trouble now for the Blue Devils.
Shot from the corner is good, a three. That's Caleb Thomas.
That's his second 3-point. And Greenfield has 4 3-pointers in this first half.
Zane Cayley in the game. Can't get it to go. Drury very, very cold from the field here in the second quarter. Murray's going to take a long three. Front iron. Drury controlled most of the game down in Greenfield, Tim. Greenfield caught him late, forced overtime, and beat him 66-63.
Right.
$125 left here, second quarter. Bullet loses it. Here's Murray, all the way to the hoop, lays it up, and won't go.
That's a
so
big break there.
They've missed a few little bunnies too.
Yep. Big break for Drury on that one. Let's see if they can capitalize on it here.
Connor Hinkle. Blocked. Gets it back.
Yeah, with Jorge Bond out of the game, it's tough for Greenfield on this zone, Rick.
We got a foul. It's on Thomas. Or Murray, I'm sorry.
The Blue Devils looking for offense here, that's for sure.
They're trying not to force any bad passes with this zone, but it's been a tough zone. Man to man, they had some really good looks.
Yep.
Fresh shot clock here too.
Yeah, you got Bond and Bullitt on the bench for Drury. A lot of offense.
Blocked from behind and a foul.
Yeah, that'll put Hinkle on the line.
They worked hard for it. I thought for sure a couple shots were going to go up, but there were several passes during that possession. Connor Hinkle 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Can cut into this lead. Five points for Hinkle on the night. 3 for 3 from the line.
Yes.
Greenfield's field goal shooting in the second quarter much better, Tim. They've knocked down 4 threes in the ballgame.
Yes.
1 out of 2 for Hinkle.
That's a first miss for Connor. He's 3 for 4 from the foul line. Greenfield can play for the last shot here with 20 seconds to go.
They want that last shot.
And they're going to get it.
Nice layup.
That's a beauty. That was a nice play by Thomas for Greenfield, Rick, and he's got 10 points.
Yeah,
now
he
in
played a
his first half.
really good second quarter. And Jorge Bond on the bench with 2 personal fouls, also with 2 personal fouls. Excuse me, Sam Bullitt and Jorge Bond. And we're here at halftime. Drury led 19-12, Tim, so real stagnant 4-point second quarter and a nice little run there.
Yeah, and I
by
thought
Greenfield.
And I thought in this first half, Rick, Drury did a nice job on Brouwer, the leading scorer for Greenfield. He ended up with 7 points in his first half. He averages 19, almost 20 points a game. But they did a nice job, Hinkle on him, defensing him. The defensive scheme by Drury was pretty solid. Problem for Drury, ran into a little bit of foul trouble. Bond had to sit out some of that first half, as did Hinkle. And those guys have got to be on the floor for the Blue Devils.
So it's, let's see, it was 12, that's 16 to 4 in the second quarter.
Right.
Greenfield. And
Yep.
that's the difference so far in this ball game. So we're here at the Bucky Billet Gym, and this Hampshire South matchup between the Blue Devils and the Green Wave. It's 28-23 Greenfield at halftime. Don't go away. We'll be right back here from Drury with second half action. Okay, we're back here at the Bucky Billet Gym. It's halftime, getting ready for the second half action between the Green Wave of Greenfield and the Drury Blue Devils. At halftime, it is Drury trailing the Green Wave 28-23. And we'll just run down the scoring for you for Greenfield. They were led by Caleb Thomas. He had 10 points, most of them in the second quarter. John Brewer had 7, Caleb Murray 9, and Malik Moore had a bucket for 2 for their 28 points. So it's kind of 3 kids doing most of the scoring there for Greenfield, Tim. And for Drury, Sammy Mormon had 8 quick points in the first quarter, did not score in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Rick, I think the key to that first half, Drury was rolling right along. Both Connor Hinkle and Jorge Bond picked up their second fouls. Coach Reset had to alternate them in and out, had to sit them down for periods of time there in that second quarter. And when they were out of the game, Greenfield took advantage. So I thought that was the key. He's got to have those guys on the floor this second half.
Yeah, a lot of forced and unforced turnovers by the Blue Devils in the second quarter. They did not look out offensively, and defensively struggled a little bit in guarding the outside shot, which they were knocking down, especially Caleb Thomas. Also for the Blue Devils, Connor Hinkle and Jorge Bond had 5 points, 3 for James Varellis, and a bucket for Sam Bullitt for their 23. So it was 19-12 Drury after 1, and 28-23 Greenfield at the half. So here we go. Greenfield basketball as we switch sides here.
And again, Drury and that man-to-man. They've gone man-to-man the whole way here, Rick. And they've got to watch out for foul trouble.
Murray down the lane, passes out. Shot won't go. They got their own rebound, though. Murray's got it. Has it stolen away by Bond.
And if you notice, Rick, on that particular defensive set, Patel was wide open, number 2 for Greenfield. And Drury, I think, is going to let him go. He only averages about 2 points a game, and they're going to let him shoot the basketball.
That's a good observation, Tim. Very good observation. 2 personal fouls on Caleb Murray now. Bullitt in the lane, drains it. See if he's got a nice soft touch jump shot, and he drains that one. Patel drives the lane, dishes back off, and he's on the end line, and they turn the ball over. 1 possession ball game here after that bucket by Sam Bullitt. Pretty nice crowd here for a
very cold evening here.
Very, very cold evening in Berkshire County and the Northeast. Bullitt Shot won't go. Boxed out was Mormon. Nice job by Caleb Thomas, boxing out Sammy Mormon. This kid's a shooter. Thomas has nothing. Varela's still on Murray. It's that shot again. There this time he drains it.
Hits
it's
it.
a three.
That's a big bucket for Greenfield to get any offensive contribution of Patel.
Bond. He drains a three. Wide open. Nice look.
He's not going to miss many of those. That's a defensive lapse by Greenfield. That's his second three of the game.
We got travel. Very impressed with this young man, Tim. It's good little guard. Mormon turns around, pop, it's all good. And it's knocked out by Greenfield. Drury got another possession here. Put the ball in play under their hoop. Jorge Bond usually puts the ball in play for Journey. Will again. Gavin Arsenault into the ball game for Patel. First substitution here in the second half. Drury still with their starters. Bullet shot is blocked. That's the second or third time Sam's been blocked. He's got to be a little bit quicker with his shot, Tim.
Yeah.
He comes down, he tries to set himself.
Yeah, he's in the
Just
middle.
got to pick it up a little bit. Just an offensive rebound. Mormon with this rebound after two misses.
Right.
Coach Reset wants to push it a little bit. Hinkle baseline. Bond from the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound by Brewer. Here comes Thomas on the gap. All the way to the hoop, drops it off. Offensive charge.
Foul.
Taken by James Varelis.
Yeah, Varelis did a great job there, Rick. He had Thomas lined up pretty good and took the charge. Nice defensive play there by Varelis.
That's the second on Caleb Thomas.
Oh, quick hands there by Thomas.
We got
quick
a foul
hands.
on Bullet.
That's going to be his third. Rick, that's a big foul here. And Coach Reset's going to roll the dice here with Bullet and keep him on the floor.
He likes his starters in there. Nice look underneath.
Oh, that's a beautiful pass.
Sneaking in back door was
Eric
Martino.
Yep.
Martino, yeah. It's his first points of the ball game.
Oh, nice give and go. Nice play there.
Off the glass, Hinkle scores. Give the assist to Mormon. And Coach Reset wants to call timeout here.
Yeah, Sammy Mormon with a beautiful pass to Hinkle down along the baseline. Hinkle with a real acrobatic shot.
33-30, 4:15 left. And Tim, it's coming very, very close to what we have been working on for the last month or so, and that is the top 10 players from all-time boys and girls players from Drury High School and from Adams/Hoosick Valley High School. And we're getting a lot of help from a lot of local sports enthusiasts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The girls, of course, we're going to announce the girls on our special edition of High School Basketball Weekly, which will be right before the girls' game up at Hoosick Valley between Drury and Hoosick. That's going to be a great one. And then the boys, we're going to announce the boys also right here at Bucky Bullet Gym when we do a live broadcast on channel 1302 between Hoosick Valley and Drury. That's February 11th, and we're still putting together the information, Rick. Been a lot of fun talking to a lot of different people.
Yeah, absolutely. And where we really appreciated a lot of suggestions and opinions from some of our enthusiasts, Tim, are players from the 40s, 50s, and early 60s. From the mid-60s on, We did pretty well.
Right.
We did pretty well because we can go back and remember those days.
Yeah, right. That's right.
That gives away our age.
Yeah, that's right, Rick. So
A little bit of pressure by the Blue Devils.
And
Drawing a foul is
there.
Thomas.
Yeah.
They got 3 pretty good kids that can score, Tim.
Yeah, they really got the 4 players who average in double figures, and then it's a drop off after that. And so you got to concentrate, but that's tough. You got 4 kids that can put the ball in the basket.
Thomas' first free throw of the night won't fall. He'll get a second one. He had 10 points all in the first half, of course. He knocks down the second one. 4-point lead for Greenfield, 34-30. Connor Hinkle, shot won't go, a little short. Sammy rebounds, gets it out to Bond. And driving baseline's Mormon, he draws a foul.
Nice move by Mormon along the baseline. He went strong to the basket.
Sammy has not been to the line yet, but he'll get 2 free throws now.
And they gave the foul to Caleb Thomas, and he's got 3 now with 3:44 to go here in the third quarter, so he's got a little bit of foul trouble.
Mormon knocks down the first one. Only Connor Hinkle had been to the line.
Right.
The only other Blue Devil, Jorge Bond, has not been to the line tonight, which is a rarity. Sammy drains them both. 2-point game, 34-32. There's some pressure by the Blue Devils. They got some kids that can dribble the basketball. They don't just need. There's a miss by Brewer.
Yeah, nice defense there by Mormon.
And it's knocked away. So, real good action there. Martino saved the basketball, took it away from Sam Bullitt. Drury lost possession on that one, Tim.
Yep. And you see Brewer in there, that's a foul on Mormon. He's a handful down low. Strong kid, as we said.
Yeah, two big, strong kids going at it, and that time Brewer absolutely got the best of Mormon. He'll go to the line.
And that's the 3rd team foul on Drury. Both teams with 3 team fouls.
That's the second personal foul on Sam Mormon. Gets the roll.
All in all, though, tonight, Rick Drury's done a nice job on Brower, keeping him a little bit under control. He's got 8 points. He averages almost 20. 3:15 to go here in this third quarter.
In and out.
Oh, but they got the rebound.
On the floor, they're going to get another chance. To Patel. Shot won't go. Here's another chance. On the floor, Mormon gets
Nice
it to
effort
Hinkle.
there by Mormon.
And Drury finally comes away with the basketball.
Oh, very nice effort by Mormon. Sammy battling hard underneath the boards for the Blue Devils.
Hinkle, guarded by Patel. Into the corner. Nice little give and go there.
Oh, that's a
nice short
beautiful
pass
play.
from Mormon. And again, Hinkle scores off the glass on a feed from Mormon.
Hinkle's got 9 points here.
Murray was trapped over there and knocked the ball off a Blue Devil to keep possession. 2:26 left. 35-34 Greenfield. Here's a steal.
By Bullitt.
Goes up and he's fouled. I thought he got fouled before he even
Yes.
dribbled the basketball. I thought he got his shoulder pulled.
Yep, but they let him go.
He read that pass, stole it, just couldn't get it to fall. Drury had a lot of those in the first quarter too. There was a time in the first quarter where I felt they had a double-digit lead, Tim.
Right. And in this particular situation, Rick, Greenfield coaches sat down Caleb Thomas. He's got 3 fouls, and they sat him down. So let's see whether Drury can make hay now.
Sam Bullitt with 4 points. All these free throws are going to be huge now. Gets the second one to fall. Ties the game at 35. Here's that pressure again. Baseline. They work the ball well, though, Tim, and they turn it over. And they're going to see it's knocked off of Jorge Bond. 16 on the shot clock.
2:02 to go here in this third quarter. We're tied at 35 apiece.
Murray uses a screen. Up and in.
Score. Power move there.
I think it's going to be on Hinkle.
Yeah, it's going to be his 4th.
They're showing Hinkle with 2, Tim.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I
thought
he had 2 in the first half.
Yeah.
Three-point Greenfield lead there on that 3-point play by John Brower. Jorge.
Fine.
Won't go.
Boy, he usually makes those. That's a big.
Good, nice rebound. Good positioning by Hinkle. He's so much shorter than Brewer, but he had position.
Just the first foul on Brewer. But John O'Hinkle having a great game here for Drury tonight.
First time to line here in the second half. He'll get another. 1:32 to go here in the third. This one's got all the makings of down to the wire, just like it did down in Greenfield.
11 points now for Hinkle. He's had a great game for the Blue Devils.
Patel's shot won't go. Brewer goes up and is fouled. I'm going to guess it's on Mormon. We'll have to see what they put on the scoreboard, Tim. Each team with 5 fouls here at the 122 mark.
That's on Hinkle. That's his third now.
That's his third.
With 1:22 to go here. That's a 15th foul on Drury. Greenfield will be shooting. Both teams have 5 team fouls. Brewer just 3 of 6 from the foul line here.
Gets the roll on that one. Malik Moore into the ball game. He's going to replace Eric Martineau.
And Colin Daly's going to come in for Drury, replacing Sam Mormon now. Both coaches going to their bench. Here in the closing moments of this third quarter.
Bullet from the corner. Won't go. Hinkle with another offensive rebound. Goes up, it's blocked. Gets it again. Goes up, it's blocked. Bullet won't go. Daly goes up, scores off the glass using his left hand. Colin Daly with his first bucket just into the ballgame, ties the game at 39.
And a steal. And it's taken away by
Varelis has got it. Going to slow it down a little bit. He's going to pop a 3. Won't go. Bond tracks on the rebound.
Wild action here. Ball taken away. Could have called jump ball. And it'll stay with Drury.
Luckily, Connor didn't see him. Hinkle never saw him, and he got his pocket picked. Martino back into the ball game for Malik Moore. 27 seconds on the clock.
Daly, nice move.
spin up. Oh, couldn't get it to go.
Everything but the basket. Rick.
Beautiful, nice spin move by Colin Daly, yeah.
Everything but the basket. Nice
Hold
move
it for the
like
last
that.
shot here, tied at 39.
Ball taken away by Drury.
Bond all the way to the hoop. Goes up. Oh, can't get it to go.
doesn't go.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa, what action here to finish off the third quarter. We're tied at 39 apiece.
It's a heck of a ball game we're calling here tonight. If you're just joining us, Drury led 19-12 after one. Shaky second quarter offensively for the Blue Devils, and they trailed 28-23. But rebounded nicely. Trailed for most of the third quarter, but caught him at the end. It's tied at 39 here going to the fourth quarter, Tim. And you're right. Huge difference in the mechanics of Drury's offense and the chemistry of Drury's game plan when Connor Hinkle and Jorge Bond are on the floor, regardless of points scored.
Yeah, no question about it. Drury was able to had some difficulty there in that second quarter when both had to sit down. But same thing with the Greenfield, Rick, in that third quarter. Caleb Thomas in a little bit of foul trouble with 3 fouls. He sat down for Greenfield, and they struggled offensively. So both teams have had to go to their benches at various points in this contest.
Jorge Bond, Tim, had 5 points in the first half. He has 8 in the game. He hit that 3. That's all he scored here in the third quarter. So I'm looking at him to offensively step it up a little bit. That's not that there's no effort there, but I think he's going to need 13 to 15 points in this ball game for them to stay competitive in there.
Well, that's a good observation, Rick. Bond's got to score points for the Blue Devils. He's at 8 points, but he's averaging 20 points a ball game, well below his average, and he's got to score points for the Blue Devils to be competitive.
Starters back in for Drury. There's Caleb Murray.
Both teams have gone to their starters.
Murray down the lane.
Ball on the floor.
Stolen away. Bullet picks up, gets it to Bond. So Greenfield does not get an offensive shot here to start the fourth quarter.
Drury can take the lead here. Tied at 39 apiece.
Cross court to
And
Bond.
they find Bond on a skip pass. Boy, he doesn't miss that very often.
Nice rebound. Bullet wanted to foul, didn't get it. Thomas gonna pop one. In and out, no good. Rebound by Mormon. Gets it quickly to Bond. Coach Reset wants to move that basketball up the court quickly. They wanted steps on Mormon, no whistle.
Yeah.
Also, the shot didn't go.
Yeah, they're letting it play.
And a foul.
And a foul there.
It's going to be on Murray. That's going to be his third. First for the Greenfield Green Wave here in the fourth quarter.
Could have been a good foul by Murray. Drury looked like they were going to have a breakout there in numbers, and they let it go.
Caleb Thomas and Caleb Murray, they're 2 offensive stars, each with 3 fouls.
Ball almost picked off there on that skip. And again, they find Bond.
Varellis is blocked.
And Greenfield recovers.
Good defensive there by the Green Wave. And score it, Breyer. He is pumped up after that. He's got an and 1 here.
Yeah, that was a good pass there by Caleb Murray, the senior. Found Brewer cutting to the basket there.
A chance to make it a 3-point play here. First points of the fourth quarter scored by the Green Wave. And he drains it.
And
we got
Greenfield's
timeout.
going to call a timeout here, Rick.
6:15 to go in the ballgame. 42-39 Greenfield. I got a feeling the lead is going to change several times here in the next few minutes, Tim.
I think so. Both teams working hard defensively. This is a fairly low-scoring event here with 6:15 to go in the ball game, Rick. And Drury's going to have to find some offense. We thought this was going to be a good one, and it has been. Both teams played very hard. And as Rick said, we want to remind everybody they can catch up on all the high school basketball action. High School Basketball Weekly every Thursday night at 7:30. Rebroadcast again Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and Sunday evening at 7 on channel 1302. And that's followed by our high school game of the week. High School Basketball Weekly. Yours truly and Rick Boa.
Coaches going with their little whiteboards there.
Yep. Lucas Hamilton into the game for Drury.
And Durant is number 14.
Yep.
Hinkle, double team, baseline. Bond drains it.
Drains it.
Foul line shot.
He's got 10 now. It's a 1-point game.
Stolen away. They'd love to get the ball to Jorge. Durant over to Hamilton. Nice bounce pass.
And a foul.
Sammy can't get it to go.
Boy.
It's going to be Briar.
Everything but the basket. Great drop down pass there by Hinkle to find Sammy Mormon along the baseline, Rick. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair for the Blue Devils. But Coach was said, I'm sure, disappointed that he couldn't convert that basket.
Can't get it to go. He's 2 for 3 from the line. He'll get another one, try to tie the ball game up here. Patella back into the game for the Green Wave. Sammy Mormon hasn't got a field goal since the first quarter, Tim. He had all 8 of his points in the first quarter. He ties the game at 42. 5:20 to go. Thomas. Back iron, no good. Greer tried to that rebound, but he got boxed out, and it goes off him out of bounds.
5:12 to go here. Drury can take the lead.
Every possession huge right now, and free throws. Durant drains it.
Big shot there.
He's in there for a reason. The coach, Greenfield coach said, hey, get the shooter. Thomas drives baseline. Briar, little shot, no good. Rebound,
no good.
Hinkle.
Mormon affected that shot.
Drury by 3 and the ball. Won't go. Here comes Thomas. Got 2-on-2 here. Layup is up and in. Caleb Thomas.
1-point game again, Rick.
Bond trying to get a screen. Nothing for Hamilton. Bond long three, drains
Oh,
it!
that's a beauty.
And Coach Rossett calls timeout.
That's a big shot.
Lucas Hamilton took a look at it, decided to hand off to his teammate.
Right.
I guess, would you say the veteran, Jorge Bond?
Right.
So
just a sophomore, and that was from way downtown. He's missed some open ones tonight, but boy, he converted that big one.
So we are 48 Drury, 44 Greenfield, 3:47 on the clock. Fourth quarter action here for the Bucky Bullet Gym. It's been a great one. And we talked about these home and home series from league play, Tim. And, I heard a lot about the game down in Greenfield. It was disappointing in the overtime loss because Drury pretty much led till the very end of the ball game and it just couldn't pull out in overtime. But sure they couldn't wait for the rematch. And it's been a really, really good ball game here.
It certainly has, Rick.
We said that Jorge Bond was going to have to score some points here in the fourth quarter, and that certainly didn't hurt the cause at all. So staying with Hinkle, Durant, Hamilton, Bond, and Mormon.
Yeah, and Durant off the bench there with a big three-pointer.
Thomas tries to spin. Off the glass and in.
That's a nice move.
Kid's a player. 2-point Drury lead. Hinkle, short shot, up and in! Connor Hinkle really adding value to the offense tonight. Double figures. Stolen away and a foul.
And a foul.
Thomas got his pocket picked by Jorge Bond.
Jorge Bond. 3:08 to go. The ball will go back to the Blue Devils. Big steal there by Bond.
Nice big possession here again for Drury. Mormon goes up and scores over Briar. First field goal in the second half for
and it's a big one.
And coming right back is Briar. I got him unofficially for 16.
Yeah, I do too. 52-48. Mormon.
Durant from the corner, won't go. 2.5 left here at Drury, 4-point Blue Devil lead. Far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas, long bomb, won't go. Tapped over.
Oh,
saved by
save
Greenfield.
There. That's a good.
Thomas, another long one. Drains it. Oh, this kid's incredible.
Yeah, great effort. That play, Rick, made by the hustling effort of Eric Martino, the senior, who ran that ball down in the corner and saved it. It was going out of bounds to Drury. He saved it, and they were able to kick it out to Thomas. That's a hustle play there that really turned that whole situation around.
Tim, look what can happen in basketball in 30 seconds. Drury had a 4-point lead with the basketball, and you turn around, you blink, and they have a 1-point lead in the timeout.
Right.
That's how fast things can turn around. 2:01 left on the clock. It's going right down to the end, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure free throws will play a major role in this. Just want to let you know, though, Drury only has one team foul here in the fourth quarter and 3 for Greenfield. So we'll see if it plays a role, if it's a factor in the ball game or not. Games are a little bit quicker, Tim, over the last couple of years since the change was made.
Yeah, they
to do this
are.
with boys basketball also. Women's college basketball picked it up a few years ago, and so did high school girls, and now it's played that way by high school boys also.
Absolutely.
Only college men still do the 20-minute 2 halves and 17 fouls and then 10 in the double bonus. Drury basketball. 52 Drury, 51. Coach Rossett didn't like it.
Yeah.
Bareilles and Bullock back in the ball game.
All right.
Good job by Hamilton and also by Durant. He's going to go with his starters down the stretcher for 2 minutes. He's going to go with Varelis, Bullitt, Mormon, Hinkle, and
Yeah, the
Bond.
last 2 minutes here.
Oh, that's why it's such a team sport, Tim. There's a few kids that got into the game today, even for a couple of minutes. That even Colin Daly, big basket and a couple of rebounds, a couple of passes. You know, everybody plays a role. If you play in the ball game, you play in that win or loss.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It isn't always about how many rebounds, how many assists, and how many points these young men or young ladies score. It's the job that you do on the floor.
A great example of that was in that last series by Greenfield. Martino, there he is off the bench. He ran down that ball. It was going to go over to Drury. He was able to run it down in the corner and kick it out to Thomas, who nailed the three-pointer to get Greenfield back in this.
Each team has had some second and third efforts. I say Greenfield a little more. Coach is not calling out a play.
They got a switch there. Good job. And they kicked the ball back.
Brian with the basketball. Fresh shot clock.
Bond down the lane. Oh, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I know Coach
he didn't shoot it and he didn't dish it, but chance to take the lead here for the Green Wave again. 1:20 left in the ball game. These possessions are huge. Kirchalana calls a travel there. Yeah. The first person that called was Coach Rossett.
Right.
Full court pressure here as Hinkle puts the ball in play. 1 minute 10 left.
Hinkle.
Get the ball to the quarterback, Jorge Bond.
Down the lane, they're going to call a foul on the outside. That's a good call. That was a good call there. He had his hand, he was riding Bond down the lane. So that's the 14th foul.
Drury in pretty good position, Tim. Greenfield will not go to the line unless it's in the act of shooting at this point in the ball game.
Oh, ball almost stolen away.
Fresh shot clock again. Drury trying to take it down. Trying to look for a good shot.
Yeah, they're going to run this clock down here.
This is huge. This is tremendously huge. Big possession.
Big possession here. Well, thought about it. Varelis. Bullitt, somebody's going to have to take the shot here. And it's going to be Bullitt. Takes the long shot. Doesn't go. And there's a shot clock violation, but shot clock is now off.
Here. Oh,
stolen away from Bond.
And he's fouled.
Foul him with 10 seconds to go.
Big steal.
Yeah, big turnover there. Bond came out of nowhere and picked the pocket. And that's a huge steal there.
Drury ran that clock down the best they possibly could. They didn't turn it over. I did get a shot. The shot by Sam Bullitt just wouldn't go. That gave Greenfield the possession.
That's right.
And stolen away by Drury. Huge steal by Bond. And he's at the line for 2 shots.
Oh, he missed the first one. So
Jorge,
timeout.
Jorge has not been to the line tonight. He misses the first one. Going to need this one for sure. Timeout with 10.6 left. So a make is huge here to keep it. It's going to be a one-possession game, even if he made them both, Tim. But they don't have to have the 3. They're going to need something, and hopefully there won't be an obvious foul. I never really cared for it when the referees totally put the whistles away.
Right.
But You got to call the ball game pretty much, I think, the way you've called it all game long.
Right.
Any hard fouls are going to be called. 10.6 on the clock. 52 for Drury. 51 for Greenfield. Jorge Bond will be at the line for one shot. All right, Tim.
And
Let's play this game. On the inbounds pass.
Right.
You run a few seconds off and foul?
Right. Drury has the fouls to give here, which can run time down. There's no question about it. So Greenfield's going to have to put that ball in the play and advance it immediately to the basket. There's no time. They've got to go right to the basket.
Do you put pressure on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to make them use time up. You can foul. That's the beauty of it. You can foul. That stops the clock, but it also runs down time. And Bond gets a second. Makes it a 2-point game. So here we go.
So how long? When do you foul?
Well, you're going to see it here. And there it is.
There's one.
You see? 7.9. Now, Greenfield will inbound the ball from about the half-court stripe with just about 8 seconds to go.
That's 3 for Jorge Bond. They got to be careful here. Do you put somebody off the bench that doesn't have?
Well,
you know,
it depends on the strategy you want to employ. And ball, and they're going to call a foul against Bond.
Almost a slip. Almost a slip.
Now with 4.5 seconds to go. See, they've worked a lot of time, but Greenfield is yet to take a shot.
That's 4 on Hinkle. So Hinkle could foul again because there's only going to be 2 seconds left if he does foul right here.
So now Greenfield takes the timeout. And I think the issue here, where that ball is, you're going to make the defense is going to, you're going to be aware that they're going to try a direct entry pass in the bore, I think, with 4.5 seconds to go and let him go right to the basket, or a direct entry pass and kick out
to Thomas,
to a Thomas or to a shooter. But you got to go right to the offensive set. No question about it now.
Boy, I'll tell you, we between the Hoosick Valley and Wacona girls game that we called recently, the Hoosick Valley Wacona boys overtime game that we called.
We've had some dandies.
Classic. We've done some real good ones this year.
We've done some dandies here. Of course, we want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television and our cameraman and our producer tonight, Peter Gentile, once again. He's been here throughout.
We are supporting our new NBCTC sports camera that Peter's running tonight. Took him a while to set him up. He did a great job, as he always does. We couldn't do any of this without him. But hopefully this new sports camera with the score and the timeouts and little showmanship. We're getting a little classy here, Tim.
Yeah, we're moving up.
4.5 seconds left in the ball game. Greenfield with the basketball, a chance to win the ball game here or tie.
And
there's Thomas. Shot up,
no go, and that's the buzzer.
The ball game's over.
And Drury's going to come out of here with a hard-fought 2-point victory, Rick.
Wow, they went to overtime in Greenfield, and we knew this was going to be a good one. And Drury comes away with an incredibly hard-fought 53-51 win. We're going to take a quick timeout, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be right back with the final scores. Okay, the scoring for tonight's Drury, 53-51 over the Greenfield Green Wave. For Greenfield, they were led by Caleb Thomas, who had an exceptional second half and a real good ball game, scoring 18 points, 17 for the big guy in the middle, senior John Breyer, 9 for Caleb Murray, who ran the point and ran it very, very well. He is their quarterback. And a couple points apiece for Martino and Malik Moore. For Drury, Jorge Bond ended up leading them in scoring, Tim, and scored only 14 tonight, but had some really, really big points.
He had the big three-pointer at the end, right?
11 for Sam Mormon, and my player of the game, Connor Hinkle. 11 points, a slew of rebounds and assists. Sammy Mormon did a great job with assists and rebounding tonight. 5 points for Sam Bullitt, 3 for James Varelis, Colin Daly with a big hoop for 2, and Durant off the bench with a big 3. So Coach Reset knows when to put these kids in. He pushed the right bunts tonight. You can't knock anything that either coach did in their substitution pattern or with the way they played their kids. But it was a very well coached game, a very well played game, and we're always happy to call good ball games. So
absolutely, and a story I think, Rick, of this one in the first half, Drury was moving well. They got in a little bit of foul trouble. Coach Reset had to sit down Bond at one point, sat down Hinkler, and that affected that Drury offense. Greenfield took advantage and took the lead. In the third quarter, same thing for Greenfield. Caleb Thomas ran into some foul trouble, the senior. He had to sit down. They had to go to their bench a little bit. Drury got back into the game, and from there it was game on the rest of the way.
It was a really good one here from the Bucky Village. The Blue Devils now go to 8-3, 6-2 in the conference. Their 2 losses to Pioneer Valley and to Greenfield. And Greenfield falls to 7-5. That's the best 7-5 team I've seen in a long time, Tim.
Right.
And they fall to 4-3 in the Hampshire South. So the final score again from Bucky Village at Drury High School is the Drury Blue Devils 53 and the Green Wave of Greenfield 51. For Tim Morey and for Peter Gentile, I'm Rick Boer saying thanks a lot for joining us. See you again soon. Good night, everybody.